How's it, guys? Welcome to yet another Alldae TV Top 10. As the year draws to an end, we thought we'd bring up 10 of the most memorable hip-hop beefs to take South Africa by storm. Coming up at number 10 is the beef between Alldae and AKA. This beef began way back in 2009, according to Alldae. This was, of course, when AKA went on Facebook apparently or allegedly disrespecting Alldae with comments to the track, which Alldae made featuring Delez, Bongani Fasi, and Mugs. In 2017, Alldae put the beef to an end in an interview on a popular radio station. Coming up at number 9, we have the beef between Anatii and AKA. This beef originated in 2015 when some lines in the song released by AKA Composure were directly directed at Anatii. He bashed Anatii for charging him 80,000 for a beat, which he then threatened to put on data file host. The beef ended almost immediately after Anatii invited AKA to his Artifact tour, which featured the popular American artist Omarion.
Man, be careful what you wish for. The album is officially out, so the boys came through in the stew.
Yeah.
Jeez, it's so busy, you know what I mean?
Traffic, man.
Just
Traffic
traffic
on the internet.
Coming up at number 8 is the beef between KO and Cassper Nyovest. This beef, which you could say was a claim for the number 1 spot, began in 2014 as Cassper started coming up. Soon afterwards, of course, the two did lay the matter to rest after Cassper even apologized to KO.
What we do, which is like the backbone of what we do. I think AKA should have been number 1 because, I mean, you saw what that is.
Coming up at number 7, we have the beef or no beef between Udumi and Reason. Dumi and Reason both went on media to put on record that it wasn't really beef, just slight misunderstandings rather between him and his label owner, Dumi Moleke. Coming up at number 6 is the beef between Chat the Don and Cassper Nyovest. This beef originated around 2015, where Chad expressed his frustrations over the Family Tree record label which he was signed to, owned of course by Cassper, claiming that Cassper didn't believe in him and hence he hadn't released any of his material. Of course, this resulted in Chat the Don eventually leaving Family Tree in August of 2015. Coming up at number 5, we have another beef involving AKA, and this time with Ifani. Coming up at number 4, you have the beef between Ricky Rick and Dumi from Dumi and the Volume. This beef originated in 2014 after Ricky Rick left Motif Records on September of 2014. This is where people started believing that there might be some feuds between Ricky and the record label owner Dumi. Soon afterwards, Ricky also released a statement on media thanking his previous record label Motif Records for all the previous records they had done together. And of course, reaffirming his fans that there's still more music to be made. Coming up at number 3, we have the beef between Ifani again and Cassper Nyovest.
It's the truth. Imbilango. Uyangcola uKesma. And abantu bathi, you know, I'm a fine one to talk because I went gold on the first day and now ndaveda tishwaga.
And now coming up on number 2, we have the beef between Black Coffee and AKA. The origins of this beef, according to Black Coffee, was some time ago after he won an award, and soon after, AKA released a tweet saying that give Black Coffee a hand. The only time after this the two artists ever met was at the iconic event in Limpopo late 2016, where Black Coffee lost his cool and slapped AKA's manager. And now coming up at number 1, probably the most iconic beef of the past 5 years, we have the beef between Cassper Nyovest and AKA. The origins of these beef, according to AKA, came from a while back when Cassper was still coming up, and as they were working on a track together, Cassper allegedly released a video and then released a tweet saying that he has absolutely no support from anyone in the industry. This, of course, isolated Cassper from the rest of the people who he was working with, and AKA himself certainly felt left out by this remark. And since then, things have escalated from this position, which has resulted in what has been one of the greatest beefs in South African hip-hop since. That wraps up this week of Alldae TV Top 10. Please make sure to stay tuned and stay linked up on our social media web pages, and do make sure to subscribe on our YouTube page. For Alldae TV, I'm Hlonidia Ziso. Adios.